What I'm leaving behind in 2026. We often talk about what we want to create, what we want to attract, what we want to manifest, but we talk much less about what we consciously choose to release. And yet, letting go is often where anything truly begins. This episode is not about becoming more, it's about carrying less pressure, less urgency, less self-betrayal. Today, I want to share what I'm gently leaving behind in 2026 and what I'm choosing to keep close. This is a quiet episode shaped by solo motherhood, rebuilding, fatigue, boundaries, and a deep desire for a slower, more honest life. I am recording this episode pretty late. I know many creators share reflection like this at the end of the year, but I've learned not to rush my inner seasons. I am a solo mother. I run this podcast alone, and I also run the French version of it, which is called Matcha Talks. I work as a coach with women who are reclaiming their power, and I also teach French as a foreign language. On top of that, since November, my son hasn't been in school, so we've been doing a form of homeschooling together. There is no team behind me, just me. So I took time to sit, time to feel, time to ask myself, honestly, what no longer gets to come with me into this new year. The first thing I'm leaving behind is urgency. That internal pressure to solve everything immediately, to find answers right away, to fix discomfort as fast as possible. And last November, I made the decision to remove my son from his school. There were disciplinary methods that didn't feel right to me, like punishment, isolation, a lack of emotional safety. I tried to talk, to understand, to collaborate, but after a particularly intense incident, something in me said this is enough. And since then, I've been looking for another school. There is one that I quite like, but there is no place available until September 2026. And for weeks, I put immense pressure on myself as if I had failed if I didn't find an immediate solution, until I remembered something important. Where I live, school is not mandatory before the age of 7. My son just turned 5. He's not late, he's curious, he's learning, he's safe. What this situation taught me is this: some things need space, some things need time to settle. Rushing does not create clarity, it just creates more noise. So I'm leaving urgency behind. Another thing I'm releasing is the fear of being perceived as mean. For a long time, I confused kindness with self-erasure. I thought being gentle meant making everything easier for others, even when it cost me. In therapy, I've been exploring this deeply, looking at the unconscious patterns, the unspoken rules I internalized. What I'm learning is simple but powerful. Saying no does not make me cruel. Naming what is wrong does not make me aggressive. Telling the truth does not make me difficult. It makes me honest. I no longer want to be the easy, cool, peaceful, gentle mom who swallows discomfort to keep the peace. I want to be the aligned one. I also want to leave behind excessive screen time. This one is still a work in progress. As a content creator, I spend more time on my phone than I used to, especially in the evenings. Scrolling, answering messages, letting my energy leak right before sleep. I already created strong boundaries in the morning. My phone stays blocked until 8:30 a.m. I wake up early, like around 5 or 6, and those first hours without screen feel sacred. Now I want to bring that same softness into my evening. Less stimulation, more presence, and more healthy rest. There are some things that I want to carry with me into 2026. For instance, journaling. Journaling is a non-negotiable. Even 5 minutes a day grounds me. It helps me process, release, and come back to myself. Movement is staying too. This year I started climbing and bouldering, and it changed something in me. It taught me trust, focus, and quiet confidence. It's social without pressure because there are other people in the room with you, but you don't really have to interact with them. It's a bit like going to the cinema by yourself or going to the restaurant by yourself. It's challenging, but without comparison. And people are not staring at you like they might do at the gym. And this is something I now share with my child, which makes it even more meaningful. In 2026, I want to continue to listen to my body. This past year, emotional fluctuation became stronger. I was also much more tired, irritable, and very sensitive right before my cycle. So my PMS was super strong. Instead of ignoring it, I choose curiosity. I learned about perimenopause. I don't know if this is what it is, but it could be. I adjusted my supplement and I turned toward plants, movement, and rest. I am not interested in forcing my body to perform. I'm interested in supporting it. Another thing I'm reclaiming is travel. Before motherhood, travel was part of my rhythm, a way to reset, to remember who I am. I want to bring that back gently with my son. Travel helps me gain perspective, it creates memories, and paradoxically, it makes me love my home even more. And right now, this flexible season of life makes that possible. What I'm leaving behind is not a failure, it's an evolution. And what I'm carrying forward is not a performance, it's a promise to myself. If this episode invites you to pause, to reflect, to release something quietly, know that you don't own anyone's speed. You are allowed to move slowly, you are allowed to choose yourself, you are allowed to change. Thank you for being here, for listening, for softening, and I will see you soon in the next episode of the Soft Strength Podcast.